Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Megan. I'm so glad to have you here with me today. We are cleaning out the sheds. Sheds, in case that sounded wrong. So the method to the madness is removing everything from the shed and then reorganizing it in accordance to convenience, basically. So like the cat cages, we're going to put right here, easy access. The things we use less often or once in a blue moon, we're going to put towards the back. I'm a firm believer in convenience. You can see we have a lot of stuff happening here. We also have a whole dump pile. So we're going to need to get that dumped. That needs to be dumped. There are toys and things that need to be picked up. The Jake's working on this one. I'm going to go ahead and start sweeping this one.
Put that vacuum in there?
Yeah, it's broken.
Okay. Well, we need to figure out how to put all these bins in there. But we picked up that and all that.
We're not using large quantities of meat right now, and so we're going to store the deep freezer. It has mold in it because there was moisture that collected. I'm going to go ahead and clean that out. I want to make sure there's no moisture left when we go to store it because I don't want any other mold to grow. Yeah, and then once we slaughter pigs or we decide to purchase a large quantity of meat, then we'll bring it back and get it set up again. But for right now, it's honestly just wasting electricity. And so it just doesn't make any sense to keep it in the home at this point in time. But yeah, once the pigs are slaughtered, we'll bring it on back. As you can tell, it's super gross right now. So I want to make sure and clean it up real good. There is some rust. There were scratches. It's an old freezer. There were some scratches. And so because of the moisture, it created some rust. And so we're going to have to get some sort of cleaner specifically for rust to get rid of that. But I just want to make sure there's no more moisture in it and clean it out in that way at this point in time. Okay, this is as good as it's going to get until we get the rust cleaner. We're going to put this stick over the top like that. That way when we shut it, there's a gap. And so that way it just keeps it aired out and ventilating it. So that way no mold grows. So the chicken coop is kind of coming apart here, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and screw it back in.
Okay.
Ooh, that's solid. I'm professional. Okay. Should we put another or no?
Yeah, let's try this way at an angle.
Because that's good, but you set it at an angle?
Just like that.
Okay. Do you think it's gonna reach?
We'll give it a shot.
Oh shoot. Cut! Ugh. It is hard to do that at an angle. Oh, there it is. Did it go in?
Yep, I think so.
Let me just maybe a little bit more. Okay. I feel good about it. That's super solid. So the chickens are digging a hole behind this tile here. So we're gonna need to make sure and fill that in. I'd like to come back in here and sweep off the webs. So I think I'm gonna do that today as well. If we keep it clean in there and make sure that there aren't any spiders making a permanent home, then it's going to be so much easier to take care of the chickens. I don't like going inside an enclosure that has spiders that are scary. Once that happens, I mean, speaking for myself, I won't go back in once there's big scary spiders. So making sure that we're keeping it cleaned up real good. That way no critters are going to be there to scare me. Then, yeah. Then we're good to go. Cobwebs are off, both in here and then also in the chicken run. Jake's over here getting this straw ready. We're gonna lay this straw over what's already existing in there. It doesn't really stink in there. I don't believe that they pooped a whole lot inside their little home. I think they do most of their pooping out here, which is really polite of them. I'm going to throw some straw in these crates in case they do decide to start laying. So that way, you know, we're prepared for it if they want to do that. And then the rest of the straw on the floor here. You can feel a major temperature change. These cardboard boxes have made a huge difference in insulating their coop. It's nice and toasty in here. So that was a really good idea. Something just to get done real quick, and we can look into more permanent solutions as time goes on, but this is good for right now. It serves its purpose. We're storing some feed in here. And then this bale is going to be stored in here, so that way we can keep it nice and dry. Makes sense to store it where they live. Just very convenient for us. I came over this direction because I'm grabbing the wheelbarrow and the rake. The kids are playing out front. That's all the noise you hear. And the hard rake. And so I can rake out the hay that's with the chicken coop. And then I'm going to put some of the hay into this wheelbarrow and bring it over here to the pigs. Jake is giving the pigs some pumpkin right now. He chopped it up and he's gonna throw it in there for them. They had watermelon earlier today as well, and of course the nuts. But we're gonna go ahead and lay that straw underneath this piece here, that green piece, which is basically like their little shelter until we find something more permanent. They're so happy. Look at them wagging their tails.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Jacob.
He's like, I need to dress it.
Straw's real easy to work with. You just cut all the wiring off of it, and then it literally comes out in sections, which makes it really easy. See, I already put one in here. It just comes out in a section. It's just easy to move. I put one of the nesting boxes over here, or I guess the temporary nesting boxes. One over here, and I put one over here. And I'm sure this one's going to be a fan favorite because it's super private. And chickens like to lay privately. Although some chickens just go wherever. So we'll see how bougie these ones are. I'm going to go ahead and move this tile and see if they want to check this out. They seem happy to me. I need to get in there and remove all these bricks and put them on the outside, like lay them flat and push them up against the fence on the outside. Because, I mean, pigs are really strong. They're constantly moving these bricks around. You live and you learn. So we're going to need to do that. And then I'll be able to put the straw underneath there after I rake this out and kind of level it out. I need to get some shoes on because they go after fingers and toes. And I'm wearing sandals. We put the bricks out here to reinforce this.
Dude, get off my ankles. I'm not the bacon here. You are, okay?
He loves fingers and toes. Jake went in there and started hard raking. We'll scoop out some of this debris, level this all out, and then put that straw underneath there. And they'll be happy little campers. I'm gonna scoop all the leaves and debris and whatnot into here, and then we're gonna compost it because why not? We left some leaves in there and whatnot and raked them over their poop corner because they've chosen a corner to poop in, and this is the corner. So we're raking some of the leaves over it to help kind of compost it down. And then that way, you know, in a week or so, we'll just be able to shovel it out and it'll be nice and composty.
Hey, you ready? Yeah. On your mark, you set, go.